much, yeah, but a little too much. Feels so full.
All right, my friends. Welcome back from the dinner break at the Jackstar Aplpt Canterbury-Hurlstone Park, RSL. My name is Liam Murray, and I will be joining you for the remainder of tonight's stream. We will play down to a winner. 22 left at the moment. All of our players are in the money. What an extreme night we had last night. Our final table of the Centurion ran for just about 13 hours.
Shy on the 5 big blinds.
Martin Finger, world poker legend, has jammed blind versus blind for 4 and a bit big blinds.
Yeah, 195.
Action with Steve Green in the big blind. Queen 8 offsuit. It's going to be close, but I think Steve will probably have to pass. He won't want to. No one likes to give up a big blind for so few blinds. But Martin does get the job done, and he will collect that extremely important blind from Steve. Who else do we have on our table tonight? We have Konzenos, Yuya Nagayama, Brendan Blight, Martin Finger, Steve Green, Furbo Fixit, and Musa Isa. What a day we have ahead of us. 22 remaining. All players already in the money. Everyone fighting it out for 69,125. At the moment, all players guaranteed $2,540 from their 1,500 entry. I say it all the time, but if you're in the stream watching, give me a yell in the comments. Sam, I'm not too sure on... Sorry, Sam Sewell has asked in the Facebook comments, any notables still in? Martin Finger is about as notable as they come. I think I can see Josh Foster out there on the table behind. Earlier in the day, I did see that Ken Demalakian had an absolute mountain of chips, about 1.5 million chips at 5,000, 10,000, 10,000. I would be surprised if Ken was not still in the tournament, but stranger things have happened. Good evening, Damien. Thank you for the yell.
That one through. That's no good. Yeah, that's dominated. Oh yeah, that's the dues.
Con finds an open with pocket nines. No one else finding a hand behind.
Oh. Best of luck, gentlemen. Yeah, you too. Good luck.
Unfortunately for all the ladies back home, we're going to lose Con from our stream. James, any recommendations for where you can find a loaf of bread? If you're looking to pay for $15 for a loaf of bread, I know a place you can go. I certainly wouldn't recommend that. You can make a loaf of bread at home for about $1.65, which is what I'll be doing so that I never have to pay $15 ever again. Working for free today to pay for my loaf of bread. From, well, we won't do that. They're all right. They just think it's okay to charge 10 litres of fuel for a loaf of bread. How is everyone out there in the comments? How's your day been? What have you been up to? Looks like we've had Thabo jam for 500k, which is about 12 blinds. Ace High will take it down and collect those vital chips. Down to 18. Ace 10 for Musa. Ace 3 for Thabo. It's going to open to 80,000. Wouldn't be surprised to see Musa send it in here. By send it in, I mean call. As you would expect. Why would anyone do anything else?
Check. C8 on.
Read poker. Musa does get the jam through.
Good one for sure. Aces, really?
Nah.
Oh, wow. Big bluff, nice hand.
Have to, bro. Jacks, queens.
It looked strong. It did look strong.
What board to bluff?
Orange. C7 orange. C8.
Ace Jack from the hijack for 11 bigs will be enough to send the troops off to war. Unfortunately for Mr. Finger, finds the 10 high in the big blind. He will need to pass. James, to answer your question, I have not made focaccia in a few, well, probably a couple of weeks. You more than anyone else know how my hyperfixations work. I think golf is my next one, but I haven't had time to play. So no focaccia for a little while. And my golf clubs are in the back of my car, along with everything else, as you will also be aware of.
6 8 4 6 4 ladies 100,000.
Ace queen for Brendan from the small blind.
6 6 4.
Sorry, from the button. Martin and Steve get out of the way, and he does collect the pot.
Alright, come. Ace is on the button.
Sixes on the button for Martin. This will be it.
Good enough. Good enough.
6 6 4.
Oh,
6
that's
7 4.
confident call.
Orange call.
Queen Jack in the big blind will make the call. We're off to the races. See you at the river.
Green call.
Pretty good flop for the big blind, not for Martin. Jack 10-9, 4-7. Our big blind will bust Martin Finger, one of the most accomplished players in the Australian poker scene at the moment.
Yeah.
GG to Martin in 18th. That will bring us down to 17. 18 minus 1 is 17 for those of you playing along back home and testing my maths.
Three tables now?
6 7 call 40,000.
No. One more.
6 8 4.
Top 2 for the small blind.
6 7 bet 40,000.
5 high for the big blind. I do not believe he'll be continuing.
6 8 4.
Let's it go.
80. C to 8, raise 80,000.
Ten deuce from the small blind for Multar. Adventurous to say the least. Queen 7 suited will defend. Does manage to flop a pair. Queen high
100,000.
not having much luck with the flop, unfortunately. Apologise, I missed the big blind connecting with the 7, but he will not continue.
Explores 10 of diamond. 6, 6, 4.
Ace Queen
80. 6, 7, raise 80,000.
going to be good enough from the cutoff. He does open.
C to 4, 4.
Raise and take it. Our chip leader extends his chip lead further.
C to 84. 120,000. 120. 6, 6, 4.
Brennan will raise from the small blind with ace 6 suited, and Steve will get out of the way with queen 3 offsuit. Not much happening for Steve at the moment. Unfortunately, not being dealt a good hand for just a little while.
C to 84. 6, 3, 4. C to 4, 4. 6, 6, 4.
Walking king. Well, I had 2 overs. Just. We all did have 2 overs.
I'm going to take these 2 stacks of oranges as well.
Just. Picture would be nice.
Green bouquet. Yep. Ideal. Thank you.
Oh, then.
Orange. 6, 6, orange.
All in for Steve. Ace king suited. Pretty good hand. Jack 10 for both our small blind and big blind. Probably going to get through.
6, 7, 4.
How much is it? 280.
280.
No, that's 300.
Oh,
300.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, with the... Oh, didn't realise that.
to 8 call. Or in call.
He does make the call.
I wanted you to have ace king,
Captain.
not anything else.
I wanted you to have ace king, not anything else.
I don't, mate.
Unfortunately for Steve, we will lose him in 17th.
Good luck,
The
everyone.
gentleman in defeat. Good game and a couple of handshakes.
Jack 10 2. Are we waiting for.
No, we can't wait, but maybe. We keep free, right? Okay. Just keep free and come in new player.
I mean, it wasn't much for me to
Down to 16. We'll be condensing very shortly.
yeah, just a fine. It's the right thing to do. Where is it? On me?
No, please.
Oh.
80?
80. Seat 7 raise 80,000. Seat 8 call 80. Okay. Seat 3 call 80. Three player. Seat 8 check. Seat 3 check. Seat 7 check. Check bottom.
What happened? You checked?
Seat 8 bet 165,000.
William, tonight's event is hosted at the Canterbury-Hurlstone Park RSL in Sydney.
6 7 fold. Do I stop there? Yep. Thank you.
Condensing down to 2 tables of 8. It looks like we've been joined by Oliver Corey, Chris Lee, or Yang Lee. And I haven't had the pleasure of playing with the other player who's sitting in seat 2, so I'll just wait to get his name before guessing it. None other than Josh Foster also joining us.
Six, seven, raise 80,000. Six, eight, four. Six, three, all in.
Ace King for Mr. Nagayama in the small blind. Pocket eights for Brendan in the big blind. Going to ask for a count. Looks like it's about 10 bigs.
Ace 3 you have.
200.
Yeah, your bluff is the best thing.
Six, seven, four.
Ace King going to get it through. Chris Lee, Oliver Corey, and it does look like Oliver Yu in seat 2, as well as Josh Foster joining our remaining 16 on the stream.
Six, six, four.
80.
80. Six, seven, raise 80,000. Six, eight, four. Six, one, four. Six, two, four. Six, three, four. Six, four, four.
Bad news for Josh.
All in. Six, five, all in. Six, seven, call. Or in
He
call.
absolutely knows he's walked bang into it. All in call
I've done this
is not what you want to hear.
Well, it's kind of good. Yeah.
Pocket queens for Josh.
We have
Looks like, unfortunately, we'll see the end of Josh's Jackstar.
Yeah, covered.
thank you.
1.5 million now for Thibault.
Let's small. Six, seven, four. Six, eight, raise 80.
Queen Jack for Mulsart.
Six, one, four. Six, two, four. Six, three, four. Six, four, four.
King 8 for Oliver in the big blind.
Six, six, four.
Good call because you had ace king and you wanted
Yeah, that's king.
No, no.
Oh,
Of course I did.
guessing. For you.
No, I good card. Suited connectors. Like, I didn't wait a board. I was Queen Jack.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I know what I was going to do about that.
See the 8-4, see the 9-4, see the 2-4, see the 3-4, see the 4-4, 6-6-4.
Already?
You always get walked. Where hard.
I know. My turn.
Oh.
Very nice hand.
You don't want to get walked, bro. So much
Yeah,
to
well,
roll in.
always premium. He knows.
See the 1-4, see the 2-4, see the 3-4, see the 4-4,
Pocket twos on the button for Oliver. 7.5 big blinds. This might be enough. Small blind doesn't have enough.
see the 6, raise,
Leaves a couple of chips behind.
300,000, 300,
All in too much.
6, 7, 4,
No, bro, I can't help you, sorry.
and see the
Same
8-4,
hand again.
Yeah?
Yeah. We both have same hand, always like
Twice.
small blind, big blind.
Yeah. I need you to deal, bro. You're the best dealer for me, bro. Honestly, man. He gives the best hand ever. Like, to me, at least. You know what I mean?
I don't pride myself on dealing good hands. I pride myself on dealing coolers.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter who it's for.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. It's just
No, no, of course.
you do it for the love of the game. Oh, 2 out of. Nice one, Oliver. Good shit.
Do it again.
see the 3, raise, 80,000,
King 10 for Yuya.
see the 4-4,
King 9 for Oliver in the cutoff. And Jack 10 for Thabo in the button. On the button behind.
10-4,
How much? 80?
80,
Yeah, call 80.
see the 8-4,
Ace 8 suited for our small blind. Starts out with a call.
see the 1-4, 80.
And Chris also calls on from the big blind with deuces. 3-way to the flop. 10 deuce 4. This is going to be trouble. Chris has flopped a set, and our early position opener has flopped top pair.
150,000, 150. See the 8-4, see the 1-4, 150. See the 1 check. Orange. 6-3, orange. See the 1-4, orange call.
Bad news for Yuya. Drawing dead, and Chris will take the pot.
Oh, look at that.
Bottom set good enough. down to 15, which will be a pay jump. All players now guaranteed $4,230. The next jump coming at 12th place for $4,935.
No one, big one, please. Super four is 100,000. Orange. 6 orange. 6 7 4 6 6 4 6 1 4 6 2 4. 410,000. Super four, four.
Pocket sevens in the bin.
I know.
Unfortunately for Oliver, nothing more he can do off 10 big blinds.
Yeah.
Anything else will look too strong.
Yeah, just
And
a little big one.
25 50 53.
Oh, what was it? Still the same hand?
Could have been actually. I don't know. I don't know when you left.
Six six four. 6 7 4. 6 8 4. 6 1 4. 2 4 50,000. 6 4 4. 6 2 6. 6 4 6. 6 5.
Yeah, look, we had the same hand suited. Yeah.
Super four bet 50,000. Super four raise 150.
Looks like we've got a check raise from Oliver to 150,000. Brendan Blight has bet the turn with a 7. And the gut shot for Oliver does come in. Does make a straight.
Orange.
Unfortunately,
2 orange.
Brendan is not going to have enough of a hand to call down. Does open to 100,000 from the button with threes. Queen Jack for Brendan in the small blind. Good luck and a call. Oliver came for all of the chips or none of them. Certainly not passing a pair. We are down to 14.
Two chip leaders going back to back in stop.
In the last couple of minutes, we have been joined by Anthony Chen, who does have an absolute pile of chips, 1.8 million, good for 37 big lines. I have a feeling that all of our chips might be on our feature table. The other table probably quite short, given how many players here do have so many chips. See a little bit of a pattern developing here. Oliver does open the cutoff. Oh, no, he's just got a good hand. It's pocket jacks. Ace Jack for Anthony in the small blind. Will make the call. Oliver Corey lets it go in the big blind. Raj, which event is that? Can you give me the rest of the name? I don't have the schedule in front of me. Interesting line here from Anthony with the donk on the flop. Yes, sir. The Win the Button tournament is a one-day tournament, so it will finish the same day it begins. The main event, Jackstar and Centurion, are all multi-day events, but everything else is a single day. Betting a call on the turn from Anthony Chen. Oliver does call with jacks. River is the king of diamonds. That is a spicy one. If Anthony was bluffing on the flop, bluffing on the turn, I imagine this king of diamonds is part of his bluffing plan as well. This is an extremely cool hand from Anthony, regardless of the outcome.
600.
He began the bluff on the flop. He continued betting the turn. And then he also is now betting the river. I can't see Oliver calling this one, but if he does, I certainly won't be playing with him at a table ever again. Does let it go. Huge bluff from Anthony. If that was me, that would be going on my Instagram story for sure. Bear with me for 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back very shortly.
Honey, 6 orange. 7 4.
Down to 13. One more player before another pay jump. 13th place, 4,230. 12th will be 4,935.
raise, sorry?
Raise 100. Seat 8 raise 250,000. 250.
Ace-9 suited from the hijack for Oliver. Unfortunately, we'll find defense from the big blind with pocket jacks. Big blind will come out and 3-bet to 250,000. And Oliver will unfortunately have to fold his hand.
Small varieties. Six, three, four. Six, raise 325,000. 325. 674, 684, 614.
Someone popped the set.
Yeah, that was an oh my god, knockout.
It's Chris. It's Chris.
Super 2 raise 150,000. 150. Super 1 fold.
It's John dead.
Six, six, four. 6, 7 raise 100,000. 6, 8 full 100. 6, 1 full. 6, 2 full.
Three-way to the flop. Anthony defending the Queen 6 suited. Thabo opening Queen Jack of clubs. And Musa calling with Ace 7 suited. 4-3-4 on the flop. Anthony checks. Thabo checks. Turn brings a 7. A gut shot for Anthony. Musa does make top pair.
120.
This board texture certainly favours the big blind, but I think that Musa has too strong a hand to give it away just yet. Plenty of support in the comments. Salim, you got this, Musa, and Luo, go Chris. Musa does call. Anthony going to need a queen or a 5 to win this hand. Ace on the river gives Musa top pair. Sorry, gives him top 2 pair. Pretty good give up from Anthony. There were no real draws on the turn. And this ace certainly does smack Musa's range. Can't really give him many 4s, but you can give him plenty of ace highs. Very big bet from Musa on the river. But the bet gets it done. And he collects a very juicy pot, pushing him over 1.5 million now, which is north of 30 bigs. Still 13 remaining in the Jackstar. First prize today, 69,000. $69,125 Tim Tams. In second, 45,135 Monte Carlos. And in third, 29,055 Scotch Fingers. Fourth, 22,570 Shapes, particularly barbecue. Fifth, 18,335 Jats. Sixth, 14,810 Ritz crackers. And seventh, 11,990 mint slices. Just a couple of bickies. Shout out to my son. He'll appreciate me breaking down the prize pool like that. The Bicky Bandit already in bed.
No phone. He's doing me the air. If you wanna text to you or Take a 5 4. 6 6 4. 6 7 4. 100. Take a 8 4. 100. Back. Take a 8 check. Take a 2 check. Check 1. Take a 8 bet 60,000. 60. Take a 2 4.
Two pair for Musa. Not much going Oliver's way right now, but he does have plenty of chips. So not much to panic about just yet. As we get closer to our final table, I imagine play will probably start to slow down a little bit. If you are just joining us, my name is Liam Murray, and I'll be taking you through the remainder of the coverage for the Jackstar this evening. And of course, for day 2 of the main event as well. Ace King for Oliver, under the gun.
Take a 2 raise 100,000. 100. Take a 5 4. 6 6 4. 6 7 4. 100. 300. Take a raise.
Pocket
300.
tens for Musa in the small blind. And Chris Lee in the big blind. We have some action. Two queens for Chris in the big blind. Going to be too strong to give this away. Just a commentator, Greg, these days. You're coaching. I'm too far gone, unfortunately.
6 1 4. 300.
Yang does, sorry, Chris. Chris puts in the call. This is a gigantic spot. All 3 of our players remaining in the tournament, remaining in the hand, have more than 1.5 million each. And Oliver does back jam. Tens start to shrivel up a little bit when you find this action in front of you. Can't really imagine either of his opponents having pocket nines. Ace King and Ace Queen, probably. Ace Queen, probably not. Ace King, definitely, but everything else has you crushed.
I read this wrong. Can't read this wrong. I'm telling you, it's broken. Something wrong in that one. It's always wrong.
These are big hands at any stage of the tournament, but with 13 left in the Jackstar, pocket queens definitely feels like aces. But when you flat and then you still have the other player go all in behind you, Ace King is the worst hand that he's going to have in this spot.
See the 8 4.
Chris is an extremely experienced tournament specialist, especially deep in these spots. I wouldn't be surprised if he does pass, because I know that he does have a huge skill edge. Maybe he just doesn't want to flip, but I can definitely understand why he would want to put the chips in. But when you think about the range that Oliver has, it's really ace, king, kings, and aces, especially when you have queens yourself.
Single one fold.
Great pass from Chris. Ace king is the best case scenario for him.
Thank you.
I'm not sure. Hello, Media Master.
Card reader, mate, the card reader was wrong though. It's a good thing you didn't. The card reader was wrong.
Yeah, get it earlier to the
Yeah.
No, the card reader was wrong too. I had
Yeah.
it flush.
Is it 5? Fold.
He thinks the color's wrong.
It's a technical error.
Yeah.
Is it 6? Fold. Action.
No fault.
Is it 7? Raise 100. Still on. Fold. Is it 2? Fold. Raise up. Is it 2? Sure. Is it 7? Bet. 100. Is it 2? Fold. Is it 2? Sure. Is it 7? Sure. The 2? Bet. 350. Call.
Ace 8 will take it down. Ace 6 going to be outkicked, unfortunately.
Fold.
Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, raise 100. Sit 8, 1, 2, fold. Sit 5, fold. Heads up. Sit 5, check. Sit 7, check. Sit 5, check. Sit 7, check. Sit 5, check. Sit 7, check. Queen eye, this is ace high.
Still 13 remaining in the Jackstar.
Sit 7, fold. Sit 8, fold. Sit 1, fold. Sit 2, raise 100. Sit 5, fold. Sit 6, fold. Heads up. Sit 6, check. Sit 2, bet 50. $50, bet, yeah, yep. Sit 6, call.
The grubber not standing very well.
Yeah, it's all good.
Sit 6, bet 90. Sit 2, fold. Hands off. The small blind 30, big blind 60, big blind at these. Sit 8, sit 1, fold. Sit 2, raise 125. Sit 5, fold. Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, fold. Sit 1, fold. Sit 2, fold. Sit 5, raise 120. Sit 6, raise 270. Sit 7, fold. Sit 8, fold. Uh, 270. Yeah, sit 5, raise to 120. Yeah, if we raise 270. Sit 5, fold. Sit 2, fold. Sit 5, fold. Sit 6, raise 120. Sit 7, fold. Sit 8. Raise. $2.95. Sit 1, 2, 4. Sit 6, fold.
Little hand funeral.
Down to 12 in the Jackstar. Chris Lee, Oliver Yu, Anthony Chen, Oliver Corey, Thabo Fixit, and Musa Isa, rounding out our feature table.
Oh, 60. Sorry. Sit 5, 4. Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, 8, fold. Sit 1, 4. Sit 2, check. Sit 1, check. Sit 2, check. Sit 1, 12. Oh, sorry. Sit 1, bet to 60, and sit 2, get a fold. Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, 8, fold. Sit 1, raise. 1, 2, 8. Sit 2, fold. Sit 5, cool. Heads up. Sit 5, bet 75. Sit 1, cool. 180. Seven. Fold. Sit 7. Fold. Sit 8. Fold.
Fucking on a box.
Sit 1. Fold.
Time flies when you're gambling, mate.
Just had dinner, bro, literally.
Sit 2. Fold. Sit 5. Raise. 180. Sit 6. Fold. Sit 8. Sit 1. Fold. Sit 2. Raise. 125.
Chris, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
Sit 5. Fold. Sit 6. Fold. Raise is 125. Yeah. Perfect. Sit 7. Fold. Sit 1. Fold. Sit 2. Raise. 125. 125. Set 5, fold. Set 6, fold. Set 7, raise taller. Set 8, fold. $600, 5. 600, 05.
605.
605. Cool.
Off to the races we go. Oliver Yu versus Thibaut Fixit. Oliver's King Jack suited behind Thibaut with his Ace Jack suited. Stranger things have happened though. Both players with flush draws.
Turn.
Well, it's about as clean a flop as it comes. Thibaut will double.
Pair ace. Thirty, 30.
Huh?
30.
Set 2, fold. Set 5, fold. Set 6, set 7, fold. Set 8, call. Set 1. Heads up. Set 8, 60. Set 1. Yep. And set 1 and fold. All fold. Sit 5, fold. Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, raise. 120. Sit 1, sit 8, fold. Yeah, 120. Sit 2, call. Heads up. Sit 2, check. Sit 7, check. Sit 2, check. Seven, check.
The bow makes top pair, sorry, second pair on the river. Not much going on for Oliver, however. Be a very creative way for him to put some chips in if he does decide to bluff this one.
Sit 2, check.
What's wrong, by the way? I had aces.
For the 9s.
Blind leading blind.
Sit 7, bet 80. Sit 2, fold.
Still 12 in the Jackstar.
Sit 6, fold. Sit 7, fold. Sit 8, fold. Sit 1, fold. Sit 2, raise. 180. Sit 5, fold.
Was that he shot that?
What, 17 bigs? Yeah.
Nobody wants water, boys?
All good. Thank you.
Oh, there you go. Cheers, mate.
7, 8, fold. Sit one, fold. Sit 2, raise 125. Sit 5, raise 280. All fold. Sit 8, fold. Sit 1, fold. Sit 2, raise 125.
Pocket 8s for Oliver in the cutoff. Pocket queens for
Fold.
Oliver version 2 in the small blind for Oliver Corey. Again, not much for him to do other than jam.
Sit 6, raise. $600. Sit 7, fold. 600. 600. Okay. Sit 2, raise all in. Sit 6, call.
Pocket 8s first pocket queens. Oliver, you going to need to find an 8 to send Oliver Corey to the rail.
Flat. Turn. River.
Full house for Mr. Corey will double. Brings him to 1.4 million
Todd.
and about 16 bigs.
Yeah.
Sorry, 23 bigs.
35.
87 of you watching on Facebook at home. It's me in my office. Need some company, guys. Give me a yell in the comments if you are watching at home. What did you have for dinner? If you haven't had dinner, what are you going to have? Big hold for Oliver. Yeah, Luo, I agree. I thought the flush was coming. I didn't say it, but I had that bad feeling.
Sorry.
4 spades on the turn.
Take it.
Jeez, you guys aren't hiding it very well. Oliver Corey is a fan favourite for sure. Mr. Garland, thank you very much for joining us.
C1, fold.
Surely you didn't order McDonald's from Uber Eats. There's got to be a better option.
C2, raise, 125.
What type of pasta, Andrew? Don't tell me you just ate plain pasta.
C5, call.
Pocket kings for Oliver Yu in the hijack. King Jack suited on the button for Oliver Corey. And pocket fives in the cutoff for Anthony Chen. Couscous salad with smoked salmon for Pablo. That sounds unbelievably good. Do you do Uber Eats? Could you send some to Dylan's place?
Yeah, 5 is just call.
Who drank your 14 beers, Dylan? There's no shot that you put 15 away. Mr. Ingram, thank you for joining us. I see you know your judo well. Bill, where are you off to?
6, raise only. C7, fold.
There's bad news for Oliver Corey. He is going to get a caller. Look, everyone was just waiting to talk about their dinner, but let's focus on the poker for 12 seconds. Kings for Oliver Yu. King Jack suited for Oliver Corey. If you guys are in the comments, Oliver Corey needs your support. Send him some diamonds to the board. Jeez, that's about as dry as it gets. Needs a queen or a 10 on the turn. That'll be the end of Mr. Corey. GG.
Pocket king.
Monster stack he has.
Why?
Monster stack. Why would you do that?
High fives.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you just call,
Yeah.
happy ending.
Yeah. That's a big squeeze, man.
1,300,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, cover stack, yeah.
Cool, that. But I won't go all in on that.
At least just a raise.
Yeah, look, unfortunately for Oliver, he just ran into the smack bang of Oliver Yu's range. If you've been watching, you will definitely understand why he went for it. Oliver Yu has opened approximately 40% of hands in the last two orbits.
Thank you, guys.
So with the open and the call, the enticing thing to do is to jam. King Jack suited, you're going to have plenty of equity against most hands, except when they have two kings. So it's easy to say, why did he do it? But if you'd seen the rest of the last two orbits, you would see
Line 30.
how wide Oliver Yu should be, but it just seems like he's had lots of good hands. So GG for Mr. Corey. I can definitely understand why you would have done that, but yeah,
C2, fold.
getting after it is never a bad thing, especially in a structure like the Jackstar.
C7, fold. Sit A, call, 60.
Let's go. Let's put it in.
Sit 1, check. Sit A, bet, 60. Sit 1, call, 60.
Sit 8. Check.
High Key joining us in the comments. Maybe same. High Key, no gamble, no future. I believe that High and Oliver play the same brand of poker. All in is best.
Sit 8. Bet. 200. 200.
Musa does back in a straight. Unfortunately for Chris, he has rivered top pair.
Sit 1.
He does let it go. Very disciplined. Chris needing to find a double, but double, and he will be well and truly back in the mix. So no reason to panic just yet. He just needs to be blessed by the deck. We are one off another pay jump. At the moment, players are guaranteed $4,935. 10th place will be $5,640.
Sit 5. Fold.
120.
Sit 7. Raise. 120. 120. Sit 8. Sit 1. Fold. Sit 2. Call. 120. Sit 2. Check. Sit 7. Bet. 120. Sit 2. Fold. Sit 7. Fold. Sit 8. Fold. Sit 1. All in. Sit 2. Fold.
Chris Lee
Sit 1. 6 down.
I don't worry.
jamming the ace-5 suited. Unfortunately,
Fold.
the big blind will not find a hand.
Bake 15 minutes.
Chris does survive. It looks like we are going on break, guys, I believe. That'll be our break for 15 minutes. See you back shortly.
What happened? Are we on break?
Push.
15-minute break, guys. Enjoy that one, and we'll see you back shortly.
Don't push. Oh yeah. I already pushed.
No push.
Sorry.
No push, my friend. I told him no push. He didn't listen.
It always stays on.
Okay, sorry.